I've got some photos here, Hubert, which I'd just like you to sort of say a little bit about what's in it and what's happening.
Well, that is a picture of myself gathering cress. There we are, that's a hand of cress.
Right, now just talk about a hand. What do you mean by a hand of cress?
Well, it's as much as you can get in your hand. So I used to buy it loose at one time, I had so many hands, and that's how we used to gather it. And I used to pack them then in the tins or containers neatly, so when they go to bunch them, the women could put their hand in and take a hand out without disturbing the hand below. That's my partner, Mr. Smith. That's all been bunched. That's all bunched, stacked up, all bunched.
Yeah.
He's just picking them up now, washing it and packing them.
Right, and that would be in your shed here?
In the bunching shed, well it was the old shed, yeah. That'd be packed 18 or 20 in a box, bunches.
Right.
Put the lid on and the boxes went into the tank, hypochlorite tank, for so long, then they'd go out and put straight in the fridge. Then there were sprinklers in the fridge, that just sprinkled the water them over well. That's Mr. Smith gathering cress, and that's looking up the ground, and that's the old van we used to put, see the containers in there, that's when we used to fill them up.
So what happened to they went into that van, and what happened
we used to bring them down to the bunching shed, because that's a good old walk, wasn't it? I used to go up with a barrow early in the morning, big old barrow, but that's a good old walk if you're up the top, ain't it? Yeah.
Now this one, two of them are empty. So explain why they're empty.
Well, we're cleaning them out, mucking them out, giving them a fresh start.
Right, okay.
Then we put some seed or plants in them, depending on the time of the year.
So you'd have cleared out all the old plants, would you?
Some beds we just do regular, but if the beds weren't very, productive, perhaps we wouldn't do them for a year or so. Because some beds we never did cut, because we could never get down to them. They'd come on so quick that we'd rather go to the beds that was really, easy to manage than come down to some of the other ones. We leave them, perhaps for all year.
Right, and they just kept growing.
Well,
growing.
they'd get so tall they'd scythe it off, you know what I mean. That bed has been cleaned out of all the cress. Now he's got the rake up the other way round now, bringing it down, levelling it. And that was Ted, levelling it we are.
Right, okay.
So we have a lot of water in at that time, so if there's a bit of mud coming again, that'd go down the stream and sweep it out.
Right.
There's a borehole there, a proper artesian well, electric pump. That would pump the water up, and it'd go along this pipe that went across there into another little brick-built building there, where there'd be an outlet then going up the ground towards the number, from
the top end.
Yeah, the top, which would go in a bitumen pipe underground. Then it'd go past the 7 beds, then it'd go to the next 7, and we'd let it out. We've got double the water then up that end.
Right. So the water that's in the beds, is that not river water?
No, this is all pure spring water.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're mucking a bed out there.
Just explain what that means, mucking it out.
Taking all the old cress out, chuck it on the bank, and then we'd clean it and do it like you did the other one.
Right, and then you could re-sow.
Yeah, reseed it or sow it or do what you like with it. Yeah.
And what are those poles that you've got in your hand? Then what were they for?
They might be the rakes. They might be a pitchfork. I don't know. They look like a rake, but looks if I got a pitchfork. See, sometimes we could rake it in big heaps, then get a fork and throw it out.
Right. Now you said you had to keep the cress under the water when it was frosty.
Yeah, you best do, yeah.
And what about, because there's snow in that picture.
Yeah, I know, that's got a bit of it as well. That must have got in before we got there, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know.
Did it kill it if it frosted?
Not if it's a little frost, a hard frost it might, but not just a sniveller. That's in the pack house at Two Waters.
Right, so tell us about that then.
Well, I don't know, they're just bunching cress. There's a good old gang of them there. There used to be about 9 of them in there.
So tell us about the Two Waters pack house then. What was that? Was that not connected to the Gadespring?
Yeah, they were all the growers were like in a syndicate, and that they run it. And all the cress then was, instead of being bunched on their own premises, was took down to the pack house, where they employed was quite a few in there, women, and it all used to be distributed from there. They had the big lorries and everything. They had a driver go up at night and everything. And
this one here, you can see the boxes.
That's tying up. That's a tying up machine.
What's it tying
Well,
what?
to tying they used to put string round them. That's when they had the loose lid. Then there wasn't like ours was all in one.
Yeah.
These were earlier. Then it was a loose lid. They used to put binder twine.